Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the very first journey event for Gems of War. Of course, earlier this morning, as soon as it launched, we ended up doing the journey events, the kingdom, or just kind of looking over everything earlier this morning. So we did already kind of start it. However, of course, a brand new game mode. I'm not sure what exactly the schedule is for this. However, if I'm not mistaken, this doesn't just occur when there's a new kingdom. The very first one is happening when there's a new kingdom. Obviously, right now we have it for Elemental Green for specifically Nexus. However, I believe this will be occurring technically for every kingdom. I think the spoiler thread even showed it, or not spoilers, but like Terran's World showed it for like different kingdoms. So this is something that's probably coming to every kingdom, and probably even multiple times. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure every kingdom is just gonna get like one journey troop or something. Kind of like how raid troops and invasion troops are. Kind of like that kind of deal. Seems to be what journeys are doing. So journeys are decently straightforward, though they are getting somewhat challenging. The two really main things to really note is how you lose points, because it's actually pretty easy to lose points in this event. Not a lot of points, but some amount of points. So there are two main ways that you lose points. Technically three. One is not taking the one that has the highest miles on it. But the things that you want to do. So, of course, you have to do whatever the restriction is for Green Elemental. You pretty much have to use whatever the Pathfinder is, whatever basically the journey captain is of the week, essentially. In this particular one, it is the Hawthorne, and of course, whatever the troop is, you specifically can get through the shop system thing. If you just do tier 4, this is the most economical way of doing the event. Buying tier 4, getting it to legend, and using a blue orb on it, so 500 gems plus a blue orb will get you the unique weapon, the troop maxed, and everything you need to go and complete the event. And if everyone did tier 4 in your guild, you would easily get the event done, and some. One thing I'm not sure about yet, though, is there's an achievement, of course, associated to getting 20,000 miles. I am not sure you can hit 20,000 miles with only tier 4. Currently, we're at 4,434. However, this is only the first day, and we still have 6 other days of sigils. However, I am not 100% certain if you can reach 20,000 miles off of tier 4. So if you want to try getting that achievement this week, then you might want to go a little bit deeper. However, you can just wait till the next journey event, and if you don't get it this one, you'll definitely get it by the next one, because I'm pretty sure we'll easily hit over 10,000 miles, that's for sure. So within 2 events, we'd get that done. It's not really high priority. Anyways, so as far as the events, of course, generally, you do have an option on occasion to take for resources or stats. The stats only apply to yourself, though, but all the points that you end up earning, all the miles, apply guild-wide for this reward system right here. And there's some pretty good rewards, a lot of deeds, like Imperial deeds, the color deeds for whatever the kingdom is, in this case brown. If it was like for Forest of Thorns, it'd probably be green, so on and so forth. And you even get deed books at the end, which is huge. I'm not sure how often this event's going to come, but this might drastically increase the rate at which we can get deed books. Like if we have this event happening like every 6 weeks or once every season or something, that's going to be a lot of deed books that you could potentially get. Obviously, you have to finish out the entirety of the event guild-wide. That doesn't seem too hard. Like, no one in my shop is, like, ultra overbuying. Like, we have 2 people going a little bit above. But most people seem to be at, like, the average mark. Some have done theirs. Also, that's kind of funny. We actually have Nexus in our kingdom, or, someone called Nexus, and they still have not gotten on to do the Nexus, which is kind of funny. But anyways, it shouldn't be that hard to get that done. All points count guild-wide. However, leaderboard, of course, is individual. So if you want to try to make a leaderboard like that, it's still a standard orb leaderboard. Nothing special there. Just pretty much a leaderboard that every single one of the event systems end up implementing. But anyways, so the point system. So there are basically 2 or 3 paths, in this case 2. Sometimes they'll have resources. If your guild has already gotten all the rewards and you do not care about making a leaderboard, you probably want to take for resources more so than miles. So once we've reached that point, there's like a glory resource, gold, souls. Not sure if there's anything else. Those are the main 3 I've seen so far. The glory seems to be the absolute best, but I'm not sure exactly how they scale, if they even scale as you go deeper. But the glory one gave us 25 glory earlier. And of those 3, it definitely seems like the best one to go for of these, if you are taking them for resources. But based on the mile system and how you're generally going to be doing it, it's obviously whichever one is the highest miles, you're generally going to want to take. They're normally a little bit more difficult. However, in my experience so far, all 3 options have pretty much been the same difficulty. I'm not sure if they're going to scale that a little bit differently, but you might as well just take the highest one at that point. And then as far as within the battle itself, how you get scored is 2 things will cause you to lose points, other than not using the captain, but 2 specific things. Any death by the end of the battle costs you 2 miles, And any turn beyond 10 turns that goes by, you will end up losing a mile for up to 10. So in theory, you could potentially lose up to 16 points. 10 because you ended up taking 10 turns above 10 turns, so basically 20 turns or longer to complete out the battle. And the other way that you lose points is if you have any deaths on your team. And of course, the most of the amount of deaths you can have while still winning is 3. However, resummoning does replenish your points lost. So it's kind of like a class event in that regard. So if you end up resummoning into your location, like let's say your whole team dies, but your last slot was Weaver, and then your Weaver just demolished the entire enemy team, though you can't use Weaver for this one, but let's just say you could, then your Weaver just resummoned your entire team. That would still count for max amount of points. Not for the turn base, because you probably lost so many turns that you lost 10 points there, but as far as like the deaths, you would have replenished all the 2-point losses from your deaths, because as long as you resummon them, you do not get deducted the points. Also, someone suggested earlier, and I'm not sure why I didn't already do it, but instead of Hero, going and trying for an infinite loop with Truffle. So I didn't do this because it was on the cheaper team. So I kind of forgot we could even do it because I was deliberately keeping this team cheaper for the thing, for the video, for people that don't have mythics or don't have the specific mythics. However, someone did suggest this earlier. I can't remember who on the video. Also, I didn't get back to reading through all of them. But that was one suggestion I saw and it caught my eye. But I kind of forgot. We can use... I didn't realize too, we have for Wayne. I missed a lot of options. I was like so tired this morning. We were streaming this at like 2 a.m. and I don't think I went to bed until like 8 a.m. this morning. After the video and everything. But anyways, they mentioned Sycorax, and that's actually a pretty good idea. We could end up doing Sycorax to basically infinite loop into the Truffle. That seems to be probably the best way to go. Because our main goal is to... throw down, actually, I almost don't even want Box Strider here. You kind of have to go Box Strider, though, to tank. We could always go Hero instead, but regardless of what we go, we have to block on green, which is the big concern there. But anyways, we actually want this banner to be green-brown and not -brown then, if we're going to be doing this. Does that exist? I need a green-brown banner, yes. Okay, so +2 green, +1 brown. The reason for this is we need a lot of green into Truffle and everything else, since literally the whole team uses green and brown, so it can leak into Sycorax. And I think this should be good to go. Hero class doesn't matter. We'll go grab this team and go put it into the thing and see how this does for us. Oh, never mind. We're already in the thing. I was like, I need to go put it into my journey team. That is my journey team. All right. Well, let's go see how this goes and get our last few battles down. Since, unfortunately, kind of used like almost all of our sigils during the morning stream. But there we go. There's the Valraven coming in on cue. But anyways, hello everyone. Hope all you've been having fun with the new 6.0 features. Hello Tyrion, hello Defiant, hello Barbara, hello Mister, hello Isabel, hello Sizzle, hello Warren, hello Logic Slayer. Oh, also, as promised from a while back, we will have a big juicy code this stream, which we'll hand out in a little bit. Hello Gustavo, the one with 25 gems in it. Oh, speaking of gems, they actually disabled, well, I'll go over that in a second once we finish this battle. Hello Sushi Ninja, hello Warren. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Jason. Hello, Imperial. Hello, hello, Bill. Hello, Jan. Hello, Matt. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so right off the bats, we want to go and probably cast Bug Strider, though I also just kind of want to get Truffle's mana to full, so I'm actually going to take that. Unfortunately, a little short, which makes me kind of want to go for a Destroy here. Also, taking extra turns do not count as turns. The turns seem to be based on every single time the enemy gives up their turn, for the most part, from what I could tell. Like, every single time the enemy gives up their turn, it is a turn going by. Seems to be the case. The best indicator for this is if you have a Storm active, and that number goes down on the enemy's turn, that's kind of like the easiest way to kind of determine it. It's not like the best way. But basically, anytime the enemy ends their turn, seems to be what is considered a turn. However, you extra turn spamming, unlike Guild Wars, doesn't seem to count as turns. So you don't seem to get punished for just infinite looping, which is kind of weird, but it kind of makes sense given how tight the turn number is, because you start losing points as early as 10 turns, which quite a few of these, especially once they start getting really high stats, can go above that. So wait, we got 96 there. So maybe it does count your turns. I don't know. I really don't know at this point. Like, how do we get reduction there then? Too many Sycoraxes? Because that's what I thought earlier, that your own turns... But I couldn't really tell earlier when we were doing everything. But I could have sworn that our own turns were also counting. The way that it might... I don't know. That's strange. So why do we get point reduction there, then? You're upgrading them level 20 and it's giving me just the 2.5 times multiplier? That's weird. I'm pretty sure ours has been giving the, yeah, it feels really inconsistent. That was something that we were talking about earlier too, that we think it might be bugged. Because honestly, every, like, justification I'm trying to find for it, like, there's always an exception to it, where it just randomly doesn't give you the full amount of points. Luckily, getting the exact full amount of points isn't really too big a deal. As long as you're taking the room that has more miles, you're probably fine. Because you're easily going to get it done guild-wide, most likely. If everyone in your guild is tier 4, like, it's easily going to get done. It's not like you're going to be, like, a tight score to do it. The more so that would matter is if you're trying for, like, leaderboard. But, I'm pretty sure most people aren't going to bother for leaderboard for it. But that's, like, the only time. Like, right there, yeah, it counted 1 less mile. How do we lose a mile? Because we should be getting... So, like, from this, we should be getting 90 miles. If it says something like 89, why on earth is it giving us 89? But we should get 90 miles from this fight. And a Valraven. Also, Valraven rate seems to be pretty high for this game mode. It almost feels like it has, like, a class event rate of Valravens, which is among one of the higher locations for their drop rate. Oh, I kind of want a blue surge here. We got it. Let's do a truffle. Can we get something going? I need enough brown. And I'm concerned the other thing won't hit enough, so I'm actually going to do this. That should get us rolling. So let's see how many points we get here. So it should be 90. In theory. Oh no, he did an extra turn there. ssaszix, how could you fail me? How could you? How could you? Oh, that's a huge fail off of ssaszix. I'm not sure if I like the ssaszix build compared to what we were using. We might lose a Valraven from it. Luckily, they just do not want to cast a Valraven, which is saving us quite a bit here. I'm gonna just have to go for destroy. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna go destroy. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna go for a skull poke just to play it safe at this point. Even if it gets resummoned and everything. But yeah, I'm not a fan of using ssaszix, to be honest. I'd rather just use Wild Queen and just go crazy with Wild Queen. The only problem with that is if we accidentally backfire kill ourselves. Also, I wonder if that counts as a kill. No, it shouldn't, because we have a resummon there. Even though it got transformed. But I'm not liking ssaszix as much. I've never been a huge fan of ssaszix, personally. Like, it kind of has an infinite loop. But it's just a really weird version of it. It's normally not truly infinite. Nor is Truffle into itself, but still. There's no true infinite that we have for this one. It's like the closest thing we have. But it still feels clunky because his ability itself doesn't really do anything for us. It gives us life. It doesn't do anything like offensively. And on a turn time limit, it just seems kind of weird. I might switch back to Wild Queen. Oh no, now we definitely lose points. This is the first time we've even had anyone die. Yeah, good time to retire to ssaszix. We tried it, we're not sticking with it. Oh no! We're literally gonna lose this battle! ssaszix, how could you? Oh no. How could you, ssaszix? Deal damage to the first enemy, or to the last enemy. Okay, that's not gonna help us too much here. Go, poke it. Okay, what do we need here? Go green. What a weird battle. Still winnable though. This is still very much winnable. It's gonna take us a billion turns, but luckily there's a cap on how many points you can lose. Let's see. Be a new plan, don't use ssaszix. Let's see. I'll take that down. It definitely can work though. I just hate ssaszix. Just not a fan of the troop personally. And this is even more justification for why I don't like it. The main thing that I hate about it is it's a loop troop that can't loop. Because it doesn't have auto extra turn, which leads to some really weird situations. Like, at least Beatrix has % chance for random extra turn, even though I hate using her too. But you really need at least, like, that extra turn, auto extra turn kind of capability that a lot of goblins have and a few other things to really make it work. I'm gonna try for Purple Alpha Sky. We still can get lucky. We did not get lucky. Oh, come on. Not even a wild card saved us. Alright, this is gonna be the first one we lose, is it? Oh, no, no, nope. ssaszix coming, because he's coming back with all the RNG. We still got this. We got this. We got this. We just need to hit 1 billion RNG. I kind of want to do blue here just to make sure we land extra turn. Good. We got this. We got this. The desperation place. Skull, right? Yes. You got this, Acrox. Come on, you got this. You're almost there. Green? This feels like a green. Yeah, green and blue are the equally populated. This feels like a green, though. Oh, the green missed. Oh, no, the green hit. The green hit. All right, we'll take that down. Okay, I want to take this green over here. We can still survive a hit. We got this. We got this. Come on, Sacrax. You're almost there. I'm going to do that to try to get Skull in that proximity. Unfortunately, that's not exactly where I need it, and now we have such a low chance of landing extra turn. I think we go for blue here, though. Come on, blue. Yes. Okay. Can we just get a Skull? How hard is it to get a Skull poke? There we go. Finally. It won! How many points did we lose? We were going to get 90 points, and we got 60. So let's see. What's the total that we lost then? So we probably lost 10 because we took forever. And then we lost 6 for the other thing, so that's 16. Okay, maybe we didn't take that many turns. So that means we lost... oh, you know why the number was weird? Because it doubles based on... Or triples based on the fact that... gosh, the other thing. The triple... If you're losing triple whatever you're losing. So if you're losing 1 point, you're losing 3. Because of how the difference is. Because whenever you lose 1 point, you're losing 3 because of the multiplier, basically. Interesting. So that means we lost 6, which is really 18. And then that means we lost 12, which is really 4. Or 4, which is really 12. That means we did 4 turns above, which means we took 14 turns to do that. Supposedly, assuming the scoring is working correctly. And, of course, you can get the multi-path ones. I haven't really seen many decisions where you really have to decide, though. I hope they'll tweak that into the future. Because it doesn't feel like the decision-making is really that hard. Like, you literally just take whichever one is highest miles. And there's not even much of a difficulty difference. When they said, like, oh, you'll have, like, different difficulty paths, I was assuming, like, oh, yeah, the 25-mile one's probably going to be, like, level 50 when this is, like, level 200. But no, they're almost the same level to such a point where, why would you not take the highest one? Anyways, new plan. I'm tempted not to Sacrax. I really want to go back to Wild Queen. I kind of want to do, like, a Truffle Wild Queen. Let's see. We'll keep messing with teams. How many sigils do we have? We have 3 sigils. Oh, yeah, I want to go check something. So, supposedly they have disabled this button. A lot of people are accidentally clicking this because it's so close. I can see that really happening a lot on mobile, probably. Probably not as much on PC. But they've actually disabled this button. I kind of want to click it just to see. Yeah, they disabled it. This purchase is not available right now. Come back later. But yeah, they disabled the buy level thing. Which you shouldn't really be doing anyways, but a lot of people are accidentally clicking it because of how close it is to the thing. There's supposed to be a warning screen that comes up on, hey, do you want to do this? However, it wasn't implemented, or if they forgot to, or it wasn't working correctly. So it is currently disabled right now. You still will be able to at some point later. I don't really advise doing it though. It's not really worth spending money on the you know, to bypass time. Nor is it really worth spending the gems to, unless you just really need it for like the last few. The main way that you get them is, of course, killing the 10 battle crashers every single day, which didn't really take us too long when we were trying to do it earlier. Though we still need to go get the other 3 sometime to stream. Anyways, let's go back to Journeys and stop failing. Though I do want to revamp my team. So the team that we were using for probably the most amount of time was this one. It's a all-in Skull build. The only problem with this is it can definitely backfire. So technically going the infinite loop might be a good idea. And just hope we don't get like an absurdly bad battle like that again. Because that wasn't really Sacrax's fault. There was a lot of other things that happened that fight. That was still Sacrax's fault. If I get an opportunity to blame Sacrax for a loss, we're doing so. One interesting switch that we could do too is go in Alderfather. I almost want to use Alderfather instead of Hero, though I kind of need Hero for the Green Storm. The reason for Alderfather is he has a resummon, and he's basically going to make us invincible. However, I'd rather just entangle spam them like crazy and make that our invincibility. So I think we're just going to roll with what we have been rolling with and just keep doing this. I don't know, it's been working for us so far. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yes, it's 500,000 gems to get it done. Not advised doing it that way. It's comparable to that of a maxed out hero class, at which you might as well just max out the hero class instead. Because the time saved, I'm not sure the exact amount of time, but let's say, for example, you have to do it for 25 days. Let's say it takes, because you're going to get 10 every single day. Let's say it takes 1 hour. that means it takes about 25 hours. I'm pretty sure it's less than that, but let's just, for hypothetical sense, say it will take you 1 hour to farm the 10 kills every day, though I'm pretty sure it's closer to like half an hour or slightly more than half an hour. But let's just say, in theory, it takes an hour on average to get your 10 kills for the thing. That means over 35 days you would have to do the 1 hour thing, or, you know, some combination of such, which means in total you would have spent approximately 25 hours. Comparatively to a hero class, not only do you end up getting a bunch of additional drops, like a bunch of, do you get troop drops? I can't remember what all the drops are for class events. We'll find out this Friday. But, you know, not only do you get all the other drops that come with a class events, but you also end up getting a fully maxed out class. And the amount of time to max out a class, even with most optimal methods, is about 28 hours. So if you compare it to just instant maxing a hero class, which is already considered like a hefty investment if you're going to bother doing that. Like, I'm not even going to be doing that when it comes out. We'll be half maxing it. Comparative to that, you're already saving more hours, because even the most efficient way that you could farm both of them, you're saving at minimum like 3 hours, like absolute minimum, if you end up maxing out a hero class compared to maxing out the pass. So even if you want to spend that many gems and you have the gems to spend that many gems, it is better to max a class than it is to max the entire pass. And just be patient with the pass unlocks. I personally would not advise quick unlocking the pass. I don't really see much of a benefit to doing so, especially since most of the benefits from unlocking are kind of average to begin with. Like, one of the best things you get from the entirety of the kingdom is the free epic. It's one of those kingdoms where the free epic is basically the best troop in the kingdom, which is always funny when that happens. That is the case for this place, where the free epic that you get is basically your best option. But yeah, I much prefer this team. If anyone wants to use Psychorox, it is a good option. I just hate Psychorox with a passion. Oh gosh, that still kills though. Gosh, I still hit so hard. Luckily, it didn't kill my Wild Queen. Gonna start having some deaths now. But I still overall prefer the style of this team. Even we take an occasional death. In all fairness, even the Psychorox one's probably gonna take the occasional death like it did last time. I just prefer the flow of this team. It's not like we died to Skull Backfire. Just died from really high single target. How do you know how many crowns you have per day? That is a good question. There is currently no indicator for it. So unless you get the full 10 per day, it'll actually be hard to keep track of. Because let's say, for example, I stopped getting any crowns today and all I got was 7. Which is perfectly fine, because you can spread it out. You have like 10 days of leeway, so you don't have to get like 10 every single day. You can kind of spread it out a little bit. However, I'm not sure if there is a indicator of how you would. Because there's nowhere in the game where it indicates like, oh, you have like 5 out of 10 obtained for the day. Wait, where is the indicator? Is there one? I have not seen an indicator. Does it happen when you get to drop? Wait, where's the indicator then? There's a per day indicator? The pass icon has a counter on it. That's not what we were talking about, though. We're talking about how many remaining you have per day. That just shows you how many you have accumulated. That does not show how many you've accumulated per day, does it? Like, that's not the one we're referring to. I'm pretty sure the question was, how do you know, like, into the future, like, how many you have? Like, let's say, for example, I do 7 today, which will then show that my pass is then 2 out of 5. For the current thing. How would we know then that we were, how many we have the following day? In that sense. Like, obviously we get another 10, but you know, like, it's a lot harder to keep track. Like, if you do like the full 10 every single day, like, it's pretty obvious, like, where you're at currently. But, there's no indicator that tells you, like, if we do 7 today, and then let's say we do 4 tomorrow, there's no indicator that says, like, 4 out of 10 tomorrow. That tells us, oh, you've gotten 4 out of your 10 drops that you can get. So it can be pretty easy to completely lose track of how many you currently have. Yeah, we're always... most people are probably just going to get 10 per day, so it's not going to be a factor. But obviously, that's not everyone. Not everyone's going to bother doing 10 per day. And I don't think they have a per day indicator. Oh, also, here's the first instance of a resource-related one. Once you have all the miles, you would literally just click whatever the resource one is, by the way. Though the resource gains seem to be kind of small. I feel like this event's definitely going to get some tweaking. I almost want to leave like a full feedback thread on it, to be honest. Like, I really want this mode to be like the best mode. There is so much potential for this mode to just be amazing. And right now, it's kind of average. It's definitely not a bad mode, though it could be so much better than what it is. Let's see. I'll take this down. Get our thing over there. It's definitely not my least favorite mode, that's for sure. Actually, what is my least favorite mode? Honestly, Bounty Hunter is starting to become my least favorite. Just because it's so stale, the meta for it. Like, as much as I love saying Takaraki, which makes it so much more fun. That's the only bearable thing about Bounty Hunter. I get to say the word Takaraki like 1,000 times. But if it wasn't for Takaraki, like, Bounty Hunter would be the absolute definitive worst game mode in existence. Like, Tagaraki's the only thing holding it together. If Takaraki didn't exist, Bounty Hunter would be so unbearable. Let's see. Throw that down. Can I get a win already? They all have 0 attack, which is the only weird thing about using Bug Strider, which I wasn't initially, but you kind of reach a point where you kind of have to not die. But one weird thing about using Bug Strider on this team is if we entangle the entire enemy team, we can't steal attack, because when an enemy is entangled, they can't gain or lose attack. So it's nice that they can't gain, but they also can't lose it. So even though he's at 0 attack, I can't actually reduce his base attack that's underneath that 0 attack. Similar thing happens with web. You cannot reduce or gain magic while you're webbed. And the same thing happens while you are entangled. Oh no, we ran out of sigils. Oh, also right here we have a magic buff. So you might notice there's 2 icons next to this, gold and magic. This means we get extra gold from the fight, but it also means we get magic buff. We currently have 3 permanent magic buffs for this event. Buffs only apply per person though. But if we were to go do this room next, we will then, I believe, get 2 magic? I'm not sure exactly how many you get, but based on the ratio, it's either going to be 1 or 2 magic for the duration of the event. It's not applied guild-wide, it's just applied to your person. So only you would end up specifically getting that buff for the duration of the current journey. But anyways, that's the journey. Still need some tweaks. I want more, like, definitive options. I also feel like all of them should be like a 3-path or a 4-path. The fact that a lot of them are 2-path don't really give you too much. I also would like to see more art times, or even just times, where both are like the same exact amount of miles, but it's more so like, oh, do you want this stat, or this resource, or this resource kind of thing? Right now, it's pretty much just definitively just take whatever the highest miles are until your guild is done with miles, in which case you start taking whatever the better resource is. Yeah, adding gems to it too would be nice. There's currently no gem resource. I believe it's only gold, glory, and souls. Then maybe once you go deep enough, there's a gem resource. I'm not sure. However, you would have to spend gems to even get those gems, so it'd be somewhat redundant at that point, since you're kind of already going to be spending gems to get gems. It would almost be like the what's it called, leaderboard at that point. The one for Tower of Doom, where it's like, to get the gem leaderboard, you got to go spend gems, but more gems than how many gems you would get back, which is always a weird interaction. Anyways, I guess we'll clear our dailies real quick. Oh yeah, I forgot. We still have to do all the campaign pass, don't we? That's a thing that's still this week. So yeah, in other news, we do have a new chapter task. There's so many things happening this week. On top of all this, we still have Guild Wars, by the way. That's a thing that's still happening. On top of everything else. This week has so much going on. But anyways, so, chapter tasks. That's actually not even in the title, because I kind of forgot about it. However, that is a thing we have. There should be a thingy somewhere on the forum. It's probably buried under all the other topics, though. There it is, I think. Yep, campaign 7. Is this the top one? No, it's further down. Somewhere's in here. Buried beneath all the other threads discussing everything else. Should be this. Alright, so if we go copy this. Some of them we've already done earlier, of course, since we did a stream earlier today at reset time. Copy page URL. But I still want to kind of go over the tasks and go do these, of course, as we do every Monday night stream. So, wait, it did the full page? That's not what I wanted. Okay, apparently I needed link address, not page URL. Copy link address. There we go. Okay, so, for whatever reason, there are repeats. I have no clue why. But we have to go kill elementals twice, I believe, of which I've already done. I did it once, and now I'm halfway through the other one. So that's pretty straightforward. The other one is a double kill on brown enemies, which actually is kind of easy to do for the most part. We're always reskip the dungeon one, of course. That we already reskipped, and I think we already got done. Now we just got to kill brown enemies, which I think is the repicked one, actually. And then we just got to go through the entirety of bronze, which match a bunch of gems, which I believe we already did. Win ranked PvP, which is where we're at. Use a Nexus team for 4 wins, which is going to be kind of weird because there is not much we could do for Nexus currently. It's going to be a really weird way to win. Because there's not even a Nexus hero class till this Friday either. I almost feel like repicking that, though. I guess we could cheese it with something in Explore 1. Just be a very slow win. Though that new epic is really insane. We didn't show it yet to stream, but it's really good. Of course, we showed it in the video on the other stream, but it's really strong with that new gem type. Win 4 battles in a single arena run. Let's see. Craft 1 brown summoning stone. That we probably will do just to set it up. Explore Nexus 1 time at difficulty 4. Pretty easy, just finish it. Open 2 event keys. Use banner elementals 4 wins, which is the new banner from the place. Win 4 ranked PvP battles and use banner of elementals for 4 wins. Wait, they have a repeat on every single tier. That one repeated twice for bronze. This one repeated twice for silver, and that one repeated twice for gold. I guess it's kind of messed up because the kingdom doesn't have all of the things, so it's kind of just repeating reroll on one of them. Because obviously this kingdom's still missing some things like the hero class. So they can't tell you like, oh, go use the hero class like X amount of times. Because, well, the hero class doesn't exist until this Friday. That's kind of weird. It's probably mostly due to it being a new kingdom though. Anyways, let's go focus down the bronze for now until we hit a wall then. And go from there. Anyways, PvP. Also, hopefully we'll randomly find that one troop we need to find as well. And I think I might just run a standard Night Spider here. Could run anything, but we'll run Night Spider. There are two, yeah, there's 2 repeats on bronze. Oh, and the banner. I didn't see the other one. The PvP and the banner. So that means there's 4 total repeats then. That's a lot of repeats. But yeah, most likely has to do with the fact that it's a brand new kingdom though. Oh, speaking of, here's that troop we need to find. So, he is findable, I believe, in PvP and Explore? I'm not sure the full list, to be honest. I believe anywheres where gnomes can spawn, he can spawn, or it's only PvP and Explore. I believe it's anywheres where gnomes can spawn. However, I haven't seen one in, like, daily adventure board, so I'm not 100% certain on that. But, as you can see, we found one in PvP. And what's nice is he's not like a, it's not a gnome, so he can't run away. So once he's in your battle, as long as you don't lose the battle, you pretty much guarantee you get the troop, which is nice. Oh, not guarantee get the troop, but, you know, get the crown. Oh, he just died there. They're both stealthy, so I could target them now. And now he's dead. Yeah, it is a battle crasher. It's not like a battle crasher. It's literally a battle crasher. Same mechanic as a battle crasher. Same consistency of a battle crasher, too. They spawn pretty commonly. Like I was saying, like it might take you an hour. However, I am pretty sure it takes less than an hour. If you just power grind with double Ironhawk, if you have double Ironhawk, I am pretty sure it can be done slightly over like 30 minutes, like 30 to 40 minutes. I am pretty sure. Though you're also going to passively just get them done while you're doing dailies. Like right now, we just got one, and we're not even hunting for him. So, it just shouldn't be too bad to end up doing it. Because while you're doing your dailies, you're probably already going to pick up like 1 or 2 copies of him. And then you can just power grind it for like half an hour or a little bit more, and you probably will get all of it. Oh, we'll need more data than just 1 day, though. But that seems to be the case. It doesn't seem that bad of a grind. It's going to be a little bit longer than like the whole devil system we had. Also, gosh, I just lost. Oh, Lord of Slaughter. Lord of Slaughter honestly still feels like one of the best mythics in the game. Not like absolute best, but like top 10 category. It's just so good. Like, you get hit by like 1 slaughter and you just die. Who knew? A troop called Lord of Slaughter is good at slaughtering. I could have never guessed such things. He's a little bit too good at slaughtering. Let's see, I'll take that down. Absolutely love this team. It's not even the best team to be using for PvP. I just love how it plays. It's just such a fun team. I'm pretty sure there's like a dozen PvP teams more meta than this right now, though. I just love using it. It's not slow, and that's what matters. It's fun to use, and it's not slow. It's not the quickest, but it's not slow. The problem is it requires so much setup, and you're wasting a lot of turns just extra turn spamming when you could just be killing. Because you only have 2 finisher options. Whereas some can loop while also doing damage, like Truffle, B-Trick, stuff like that. Whereas this has to, like, end half its turn just to mana accumulate. Because every single time we're casting this is doing 0 damage, unless we just randomly get skulls. Hello, Ribby! Welcome! Alright, there we go. We got the Dominator down. Another task complete. Let's keep proceeding. So, we got Nexus. I kind of just want to reroll this, to be honest. Win Explore and Adana at difficulty 4 or higher. It's not ideal, but honestly, that's probably still quicker than doing a Nexus team. Oh, it's already at difficulty 4 or higher. That's kind of convenient. It is already at difficulty 4. Apparently, I have not changed Adana since the last time it told me to go to Adana on difficulty 4. That's kind of funny. So we actually have not reset off of Adana on difficulty 4 since the last time it told us to do Adana at difficulty 4. Which is kind of hilarious. Because I'm pretty sure it was months ago, the last time it told us to do this. And it told us to do it again. And it's still set there from when we last did it. I guess it likes prioritizing doing Adana difficulty 4 for whatever reason. Because that's at minimum the second time we've seen it. Since that's the only reason why my Adana is set to difficulty 4 right now. Is for this exact task that we're doing right now. Are you okay with being one achievement short of the next kingdom releases? Until next kingdom release? I'm pretty sure we're getting more journey events than that. I am like near guarantee we are getting additional journey events. I don't think we currently have one scheduled on something like Terran's World. However, I don't think it's associated to new kingdoms. The kingdom passes, yes. Though the journey events, I am pretty sure, are not associated to when new kingdoms happen. If I click on troops and I type in miles, there are like 4 things that come up. That's a Kedar troop. That's a Grim Woods troop. That's a I can't even see what that symbol is. Groshnok, I think? Yeah, Groshnok troop. And that is a Bright Forest troop. I am pretty sure they are not necessarily associated only to new kingdoms. Because why on earth would you have this many new journey troops if so? I don't know, maybe they are. But this makes me assume it's not. This makes me assume it's going to happen maybe like once per season. And if there happens to be a new kingdom coming that season, then yes, it will probably be prioritized at that time. However, this makes me assume we're getting more. We're getting them at some frequency. What that frequency is, I have no clue. But I am pretty sure they are not associated only to when new kingdoms happen. Though I cannot confirm. But it'd be weird to have that many journey troops coming if you're only going to have a journey event once every time a new kingdom comes out. It seems a bit more frequent than that. The Kingdom Pass, of course, will only occur when a new kingdom comes out. That 35-day pass thingy. Like, that's definitely associated only to when a new kingdom occurs. But I don't think journeys are. It's the main reason why I didn't call this, like, the Nexus journey. And I called it just the, journey week 1, day 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure journey events are either going to be once per season or once every, like, 6 weeks or something. I don't think they are associated only to new kingdoms. They're just a regularly occurring thing. On some kind of weekly cycle. If I had to guess, it's probably one per, campaign. If I had to guess. Though we don't currently know. But I'll probably have more info on that soon. I don't think there's been a definitive anything really saying in that regard. But I am almost guaranteed it is not associated only to new kingdoms. What interval it's going to be, I have no clue. But I am pretty sure it's not associated to new kingdoms. Otherwise, it would be pointless to add a journey troop to every single kingdom. If you're only going to be doing it for new kingdoms. Because then why add journey troops for every old kingdom then? Because every kingdom is eventually going to have a journey troop. If they're doing that just for the consistency of them having it, then maybe. But it would make the most sense if they're doing it because there's actually journeys to go with them. Because it's going to be kind of like raids and invasions were. Like when raids and invasions were still handing out all the troops. Where you would get a weapon for it, you would get a new troop from it, and then you would do the event. It seems like it's going to be very similar to how raids and invasions used to be back when they weren't weekend events, when they were week-long events. That basically seems like what journeys are going to be now. We just don't know the interval in which they will be occurring, time-wise. Does that mean we'll have even less Tower of Doom events per year? No. Those will still be occurring at the same interval, I am pretty sure. However, I hope we get more of them because, gosh, they, like, never occur. Royal Kingdom Pass is the Kingdom Pass, correct? Yeah, it should be either $7 or $8. I'm not sure if they fixed it, but it was $1 earlier on Android version earlier this morning. I'm not sure if that was a glitch or just a feature. However, if you have cross-save between PC and mobile, if you're playing on both of them, and you're on like Steam or something and you want to get it for like $1 cheaper, make sure to do it on the mobile version, assuming you have cross-save. Or, you know, assuming you're using the same account for both. Because if it's still that way, it's $1 cheaper on Android. Unless they fixed it, which they might have fixed it by now. I have no clue. I have no way of checking since I already bought it as well. Oh, we gotta go do Gladiator again. Also, we just cleared out killing Browns to have to go clear out Browns to have to go clear out Browns. Really? I just realized we had triple Brown kill on middle. 2 of them are naturally there, and 1 of them was because they repick. Really? That's kind of funny. So the objective was, oh, no, never mind. That was the one that was already there. My bad. I was gonna say, because that one I did do. Though I think this one did re-roll into kill Brown, though. So it was still 3 kill Browns. It was just desynced. But yeah, that one we did do. I think it was the very first one that was kill Browns, and then we had kill Brown and then kill Brown. So we had it on 1st, 3rd, and 4th. Anyways, let's go do PvP again. We'll use Rogue Spider again. Also, let me go hand out a code. We're going to hand out 2 codes this stream. One's going to be the normal code. And as promised, I did say I would hand out a big juicy code this stream at some point in the past. Prior to us actually having more codes. And we still shall. Since it's a nice new thing. Having a brand new game mode. Doesn't happen too often in this game, of course. I still wish they would tweak a few things with it, though. But anyways, here you guys go. If I can figure out how to use a code again. It's been so long since we've been handing out codes. I am like so slow at doing this now. 1 second. Also because I want to make sure to get the link. We theoretically could just copy. If we just copy paste the code into chat, it would go a lot quicker. However, I like getting the link and making sure we also claim it for ourselves because I too like the codes. But there you guys go. There's the normal code. That's the normal size code. We'll have a big code a little bit later this stream. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But there you guys go. And we'll have the bigger code a little bit later. So it gives the same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. And then we'll have the bigger one with 25 gems a little bit later this stream. Anyways, let's keep doing these tasks. Which is probably around the time we finally finish these tasks. Because beyond that, the only other thing we really need to do is find the other 2 kills on the thing. Unless we already get them during everything. Please, we gotta do that. Did we have anything good off Adventure Board today? I didn't even check earlier today. They're okay. Honestly, I might as well wipe them all. I don't do it yet, though, because I'm not sure if one of them were a task. I don't think any of them were, but just in case. We'll leave both of those. You always want to on a Monday, just in case any of them ever do tell you, like, oh, you need to go kill the dungeon now. And then you already did the dungeon, and it's like, whoops, I gotta wait till tomorrow or repick it. I don't think that is the case this week, but still a good habit to have for it, if nothing else. I'm not using the correct team right now. However, Phoenicia should deal with this very quickly, so we're just going to use Phoenicia for this. Hey! See, I told you. You'll get this guy, like, done passively a lot of the time. Probably every single Monday you would get it done literally just passively as you're doing the pass anyways. Or, you know, not the pass, but the campaign for the other thing. While you're doing one pass, you'll be getting the other pass also completed. We'll take purple, of course. Yeah, I think we only need to find him one more time now. So we haven't had to go out of our way for a single one of him this entire stream so far. We probably will for the last one, though. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky while we're doing everything else. It definitely seems like it'll take less than an hour to get 10 copies of him per day. It's hard to tell exactly since we don't have much data yet. But it definitely feels like it'll be less than an hour. Yeah, this is not an optimal team for this, but I'll go run it. It's low enough stats, I think we can still get away with it. Also, hello Roman, hello Andrew, hello Matt, hello RednaZ. No problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. If anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Also, I'm still curious what videos we should cover on this. I kind of want to cover a video on the event. However, I really want to know definitively what on earth the scoring is. And I'm not sure if it's bugged or what. I might need to double check everything that people have been mentioning on the forum just to kind of see. Because there seems to be almost no consistency with how the scoring works. Like, there seems like times where we're winning in under 10 turns by, like, almost every definition, but we're still losing points, even though we didn't have any deaths. Because I'd want to know how exactly that works definitively before we cover a video on it. Well, aside from the Monday video, we kind of already covered it, but you know what I mean. Like a guide video kind of thing, just explaining it all. We kind of already did that in the Monday video. But I want to know, like, 100% if we're covering, like, a video just on Nexus. Or not on Nexus, but on Journeys, I mean. One other thing I'd kind of like to know, too, is what the interval between Nexus events is going to be. Because as I mentioned, I'm pretty sure it's not only when New Kingdoms come out. It happened to for this time. However, I'm pretty sure it just occurs whenever, you know, like every 6 weeks or once per season or some kind of interval. Because it does seem like it's going to happen for every kingdom in the game, like raids, invasions, and stuff like that did. It's basically the new raids and invasions. Something we haven't actually had a replacement for quite some time, but now we finally do. That's basically what Journeys are, in a nutshell. Journeys are the new raids and invasions. Raids and invasions will still be happening on weekends, but it's like what raids and invasions used to be when they were a week-long event is basically what Journeys are now, in theory. Oh, wait. I thought we had to kill 4 PvP. Oh, 4 battles in arena. Whoops. I was like, wait. Oh, no. Do we even bother with arena? I'm really not in arena mood. Well, I guess it wants me to do PvP. I guess we were correct with doing PvP. Oh, gosh, that's funny. Well, I was not incorrect in wanting to do PvP. That's kind of funny. I guess I was right all along. I just forgot to reroll it first. That's kind of perfect. Let's see, we'll throw that down. Oh, it's not ideal. Ideally, we'd want like one of the elemental ones, but that's like the most funniest one that could have happened. Also, he's trying to upgrade his Beatrix. Interesting. The only problem with upgrading Beatrix, I believe it only gains durability. It's the other reason why I haven't upgraded Truffle. Because if I'm not mistaken, both of them only gain durability when upgraded. You just got Mistralis from Gem Keys today. Nice. She was your target, or top target for diamonds. Nice. What's my next target for diamonds? Well, if you don't already have double Iron Hawk, that's super high priority. You're stuck at 9 stores on Sword's Edge. Forest of Thorns, Mystiscale, Silverglade, Shentang, Drifting Sands, Wild Plains. Wild Plains, pretty good to get Ketris. Groshnock's mythics are awful. Pridelands, Blackhawk, Broken Spire. Yeah, so your next big ones are probably like Megavore. I don't feel like I use Megavore that often, though. So Megavore. And the other one that I just mentioned earlier. Oh, and Ketris. I'd probably say Ketris the Bull's highest priority. It's situational when you use it, but he can be pretty good. He was pretty good for whatever the event week was last week. The biggest issue with him is there's normally better damage options, but he's not a horrible damage option. He does the roll pretty well. It's not an extra turn, is it? I was trying to do that for, I guess, Skull Poker an extra turn, but it does neither of the two things. And he's dead. Truffle was the first troop he meddled. Nice. Yeah, it's not a bad option. I just believe it gains durability, and I'm just hesitant to upgrade legends that are only gaining durability. There are a few that you can definitely justify, and Truffle is one of them. But yeah, last I recall, both Truffle and Beatrix gain just life and armor, yeah. He gains life and armor, and I'm pretty sure Beatrix also... how do you spell Beatrix? Beatrix? Yeah, Beatrix. Yeah, they both only gain life and armor, which is why I've been hesitant to upgrade them. Because they gain 10 life and 14 armor is what they gain from being upgraded. Neither of them make you win any quicker. They just make them slightly less killable. That's definitely worth doing. I might even consider doing them soon. Definitely at least Truffle, if nothing else. I don't feel like I use Beatrix as much. However, when I do use Beatrix, I'm using it in a location where we'd really want to have higher stats on it, which is Guild Wars. But I use Truffle way more than I use Beatrix. Like, it's not even close. Oh, gosh. Oh, he even drained... Oh, gosh. No! I literally have 1 red on my team. And he got the thing. Oh, that is so unlucky. Though he countered it by being extremely lucky. Ah, that was a complete reversal on luck right there, wow. Yeah, how many more do we need? It told us to go do 11, which if nothing else, is going to get us almost all the way to 1.9k. The only problem with that is we have Guild Wars this week, so we're already going to be hitting 1.9k. So it giving me more PvP isn't necessarily the greatest. Still better than doing Arena 4 times though. Or is it? If nothing else, the 4 arenas would have set up into the next thing though. Because, of course, we'd end up getting a task at a later point that would end up giving us more. Because when it tells us to do 6, we'd only have to do 2 then. Which is definitely worth doing at that point. But yeah, initially I was kind of doing Daily Arena a little bit more often. We technically do have a reason to be doing Daily Arena a little bit more often right now, though. I currently have a pet active to where you can get it on middle. Or, you know, where you would end up getting it. So, like, if we did 3 daily arenas right now, one of them is almost guaranteed to be a pet. Because I still need Asian pets. I believe we only need, like, 2 or 3 more. Gosh, there's one bronze task. Wait, was this on bronze or silver? I'm pretty sure it was on bronze. It's actually been, like, one of our longest tasks so far. Under any category. That was only half of them, gosh. What's even worse is when there's like a silver one that tells you like, oh, go do like 20 something PvP. Alright, 4 more. As I said, we're almost going to hit 1.9k right now, which would be very convenient if it wasn't a Guild War week. However, it is a Guild War week, so we're going to hit 1.9k without even trying, just by doing Guild Wars. Which, if you haven't yet, don't forget to set your defend teams. I almost keep forgetting it's even Guild Wars this week, but we do have that going on. Which kind of makes the title of this stream a little bit weird. Because even though it's week 1, day 1, the other 6 days are going to be titled for Guild Wars, which means this is the only one that's going to be titled differently. Which is going to be a little weird. Because that means the first full week of, or the first, week of the new thing. There's literally just going to be 2 videos for it. The one where it launched earlier this morning and this one. At least we had the one this morning, if nothing else. Would King Helador be in the challenges? He should be an Explorer, if that's what you mean. However, if you're looking to get him for like those 3 kills or 4 kills or whatever it was, just get him from your Battle Crasher. If you haven't already done your 10 daily Battle Crashers for him. I kind of forgot about that as I was doing it too. Like, we were literally hunting. It is funny, because earlier this morning, when it was like 3:30 a.m., we were hunting for him to get him for the crowns. And then we had an objective come up that was like, kill 3 of him. And I was like, oh no, we're going to have to go do Explore. And then it's like, oh wait, I'm literally hunting for him right now. I kind of forgot. He counts as the Battle Crasher, so you can render him pretty quickly. It's a relatively easy objective to get done. Assuming you haven't done your 10 finds for him yet. Otherwise, it is a little bit annoying because you'd probably have to find him in Explorer. He can still occur in the Explorer in that location, but event keys right now only have 5 troops. The Nexus Legend, the little portal thing, the Epic that you get for free from the Kingdom, the Glory Troop, the Common, and some random rare. Yeah, there's also one in the quest line. There we go. Okay, we got that down. What's kind of funny is I believe we still have a 3rd PvP task now. Because I'm pretty sure one of the bronze below this is also a PvP task. Luckily, it's not that one. Which means we would have had 3 PvP tasks, as well as 3 kill brown tasks. Let's just use a brown summoning stone. I wonder if any of the new troops... No, they can't be. No, they could. I didn't even bother checking. I wonder if any of the new troops are in summoning stones. And by new troops, I mean the ones that are available in the event keys. The other ones that are available in the past should not show up here ever. Or at least not yet anyways. However, what I'm looking for here are the ones that are in the keys. I just kind of wanted to see if they rolled or not. Nope. Not a single one of them. Nope. Yeah, Shade of Karandera, that was one of the old troops. It's not that old anymore, though. That's from that one season. That was at one point money locked. Oh yeah, Craft Summoning Stone. I was there for a reason and then got distracted. And then didn't go there for the exact reason of why I went there. I came here to craft one single brown Summoning Stone. And not accidentally misclick and do 847. Which would be funny. Then very not funny. We definitely would have to send a support ticket for it. At least we'd have video proof too if we ever did accidentally do it. That'd be a massive fail. Just like accidentally throwing your whole stash of resources on something like that. When Explore runs in Nexus at difficulty 4 or higher. Okay, so just run through Explore once with Phoenicia then. We do have access to Explore, right? Yeah. You get it as soon as you finish the quest line. And you have access to all the difficulties. Because as long as you do it for one kingdom, you have it unlocked for all of them. Including brand new ones. Oh, so I don't believe it's possible to be over 3 stars for it right now unless you pay to bypass the pass. A massive fail if they say no refunds. True. Also, the enemy version of that's going to be so helpful because they're not going to target correctly most of the time. If not all the time. Feels weird seeing a kingdom with so few troops though again. It's been ages since we've had a new kingdom that has like 0 troops. Because right now it technically has like what, 8, 9? Which is about how much a new kingdom normally would have come with in the past. But of course we're going to be getting a lot more soon. The biggest spike is going to be next week's Friday. Not this Friday, but next week's Friday we're getting 4 new troops. Well, technically 5 for the new kingdom. 4 of them are coming in through a faction, and then the 5th is the Mythic, which will be available in Glory Gem Guild and VIP chest for that week. Come on, Phoenicia. Why are you 2 mana short? You're our entire win condition. I'm not sure why I even bothered casting Black Manacle. It was kind of pointless compared to trying to get Phoenicia's mana going. Also, once we finish out these tasks, we'll go hand out the big juicy code. And then if we didn't already find him naturally, we'll go and hand out, we'll then go and finish out the last of the pass for today. We're not directly trying to farm it right now, but it is possible to randomly find him. We already found 2 of them. And we found a 3rd, though unfortunately he's not marked with the thing. He's not a real one. But yeah, this is how you would kill him if you needed him. If you already did all 10 of yours and you still need the 3 kills. Just find him and explore. Unfortunately, killing him hid there does not count for the thing. It does for the campaign, but it doesn't for the other pass, obviously. For the Kingdom Pass. Up 2 event keys, pretty straightforward. We've already opened like 300 event keys today, so a little unfortunate we're getting it now, but oh well. I have enough event keys that throwing them down really does not matter. I could throw down 1,000, I wouldn't even notice I throw down 1,000. There we go. Still like conserving them when we can, though. Alright, banner, bear banner. Or banner bearer. That's the new banner. I haven't actually bothered using the new banner for the kingdom yet. So we got banner bearer, kill PvP for the 3rd time, and use banner of oh no, it repeats the banner of elements as well. Oh. Well, there's an easy way to do banner of elements, and we get to passively try to farm the last copy of the guy that we need. This might be a little bit hard to find the last one though, because supposedly they have diminishing return. So the very last one would probably be the absolute hardest to find, which might be why we haven't found him yet. But let's just go to Cinder Mirage, go bring out our Explore quick kill team, and change the banner accordingly so it counts for this. So I want to find my Gnome Grinder. I then want to go and change the banner of the Gnome Grinder to the new banner that we just unlocked today. Should be under ends because of Nexus. If I could figure out how the alphabet works. Should be right over there. Alright, good to go. So we gotta do this, then we gotta do the PvP, then we gotta do this again, and then boom! I think the only thing we have left then is to kill a few browns. That'll be the last thing we have to do on the campaign thingy. It's good to get this out of the way. Theoretically, this is another thing that you can kind of spread throughout the week. However, I always like doing it day one. Pretty sure most people do it day one. The only time I don't is if I'm on vacation. In which case I do spread it out all across the week. Which Wild Plains Mythic is higher priority in Forge? Catcher's the Bull. Actually, I kind of forget what the other one even is, but it's Catcher's the Bull. Whatever the other one is, Catcher's the Bull is probably better. What is the other one? I actually completely forgot off the top of my head. I am near guaranteed Catcher's the Bull is better, though. By, like, a large margin. Oh, never mind. Lord of Slaughter. I lied. Oh, that's actually a hard choice. Never mind. I forgot. That's where Lord of Slaughter is. Never mind. Lord of Slaughter is actually better. Lord of Slaughter is actually better than Catcher's the Bull. They're both good in their own way, but Lord of Slaughter is actually insane. I forgot Lord of Slaughter resides in Wild Plains. I'm not sure where I thought he resided, but it wasn't Wild Plains. But never mind, yeah. Lord of Slaughter is insane. Lord of Slaughter is super ridiculously high priority. If you don't have it, then. I lied. I forgot Lord of Slaughter is there. I'm not sure where on earth I thought he resided, but yeah, it's definitely Lord of Slaughter. Like, it's not even close. He's one of the best skull spammers in the entire game. He's not like a loop skull spammer, but his cast is just so devastating that after you cast it, you kind of just win in a PvP-like situation. He's not good for, like, deep delving or anything like that. When it comes to those, like, fighting another player or explore and other similar things, he's really strong for that. Though normally Zukof's a bit better, which is why you don't normally see me running an Explore 12 in that regard. But anyways. Let's go run down Spider once again for the third time now. Good old Night Spider. Yeah, there's starting to become too many troops in this game. Hard to keep track of them all. Because we're almost at, like, what, 1,100 now? We're at, like, 1,030. Or somewhere around there. There's just so many. Yeah, I think Lord of Slaughter hasn't happened this cycle. I actually completely forgot. I normally don't keep track of Soulforge cycle. There's just nothing I'm specifically looking for. It's also kind of weird keeping track of it. The easiest way, I feel like, is checking Terran's World. It has a little area on it where it shows the mythic cycles. Or which ones have happened how many times. And then you can kind of break it down from there. Which one's next. Or at least which ones haven't happened yet per the cycle. Like, the easiest way to do it is go to... I'm not sure if there's another third-party resource. But I know the way I normally do it is to go to terransworld.com, go to Soulforge History, go to Troops, control find what troop you're looking for. Let's say, for example, I want Lord of Slaughter, since we're talking about him. So if I control find Lord of Slaughter, we can now see 21. Are we currently on 21? So he has happened this cycle. So you'd have to wait till next cycle for him to occur. So the way that you would check it is see what cycle we're currently on, cycle 21. See if the thing that you're looking for has not happened. Right here we can see the thing we're looking for has happened. And then there we go. And you can just do that for any mythic you want. Let's say we want like Iron Gut or something. And we go type in Iron Gut. We can then end up doing it based on if it has happened in last scene 21, because that's the current cycle, and yes, he has, so he's not going to happen until next cycle. You can kind of just search them by that based on which one you're looking for. It's probably the easiest way of doing it. I'm not sure if there's another third-party tool, though. That's the main way I normally do it, though. Also, would you like to end your turn? You don't even have things that can spam. He's just taking all my extra turns. Get your own extra turns. Iron Gut wasn't in Soul Forge last week, was he? Iron Hawk was. I got 2 more we gotta do. Let's take the easier ones. And then we'll go finish out the last objective. I think we have 2 objectives right now. Kill Brown and whatever the last bronze was. Which I think was just do the banner thingy again. Which should be pretty quick to do. Oh no! He actually had something that was not horrible. Actually, we're in a weird situation. We could actually lose this. This is a very weird battle that I have to actually use this as my damage option though. Because we don't really have a better option right now. Okay, I literally cannot hit him. Are we about to lose just to Essence of Evil? We pretty much just lost to Essence of Evil in this fight, somehow. That's amazing. We somehow just got... He's somehow just soloed pretty much our entire team with Essence of Evil. That's how strong Essence of Evil is. That a level 391 just killed Rogue Spider with just Essence of Evil, nothing else. That we still won. But barely though, gosh. Which is still over. B can loop forever. It even upgraded it to silver. It knows. If it Beatrix ends its turn, we'll probably be fine. Nope. We just died to a level 391 due to Essence of Evil and B. That is pretty insane. But yeah, Essence of Evil is scary. It's literally every negative stats effect. And if you get lucky enough on the mana accumulation, it just completely refills after you cast it, while also feeding mana to everything else on your team. It's a scary weapon. Yeah, that's a big rippity. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I've still been commissioning more music for upcoming game. That's like years upon years from now because I'm working on other projects first. I'm just learning all the ins and outs. However, I'm still accumulating assets for it, and you know, one of the main things we've been doing initially is the music. And I found someone else who can do most of the music for the game, and he finally finished the very first one. And gosh, is it absolutely insane. I'm not going to show it this stream because there's still like one other change that's being done to it. But probably like this Wednesday or Thursday, I need to show it on stream. It's absolutely insane. It's also 7 minutes long. And it was even cheaper than the other one, somehow. Oh wait, why did I do that? We don't even... Oh wait, never mind, he has Submerge. I was like, that's not going to kill. Keep forgetting his auto kill on Submerge. But yeah, it kind of blew me away how insane the song was when I first heard it. When I show it, when we do it on Wednesday or Thursday, probably on Thursday though. If it's done by Wednesday, I might do it on Wednesday. I wanted to give no context to the song because it'll make it a lot funnier. When it's actually implemented in the game, I honestly want to see what people's reactions to it is initially, because it's like a really out there song. Like, it's not like a normal sounding like background music song. It is like ultra deliberately in your face kind of thing. He did literally everything I asked him to implement too, which is insane. He's asked for some pretty crazy things. Also, it was supposed to only be 6 minutes, but he made it 7 minutes long, so I'm not complaining. I'd rather have too much music than not enough. You can always break them into pieces if you really needed to. Win any battle using the banner of element. Oh yeah, duh. So we'll just go switch over to this. Do 4 more battles with this, and hopefully we'll finally find that one guy. It does have diminishing return, so this last one will take a bit longer than the other ones. Hopefully it doesn't take too many more. The music sampling stream. We're gonna be playtesting our game and stuff on stream and stuff too. Once we get to a point where we actually have a workable prototype of any sort. Still in the learning phase. Like the part that you would do in college, we're basically doing on our own now. Just learning the entirety of it. Between coding and everything else. I do plan on having a prototype next. Is there a cowbell? Yes. I did get cowbell. I did indeed add cowbell to the song. I had to do cowbell. But yes, there is indeed cowbell in the song. Lots of cowbell. Well, actually, I can't remember if the actual... I did ask for a cowbell. I can't remember what the exact instrument is, though. I believe it's something that kind of sounds like cowbell, but it's not cowbell, but it's basically cowbell. It does what it needs to do. Like, it rhythmatically does the exact same thing that a cowbell would do in a song. It's a different instrument that's a little bit weirder named than the cowbell, though. But it basically does what cowbell needs to do. Anyways, like, it's the same category of instrument as cowbell. I forget what it's called, though. It's, has a weird name. It sounds somewhat similar as well. Might even literally just be a cowbell, I'm not sure. I did request for it. But I can't remember if it's a weird other instrument that's kind of like it, but slightly different. There's too many percussion instruments. Oh yeah, it's a very percussion heavy piece. Honestly, most of the music I want to get for the song is probably going to be very percussion heavy. Or for the game, I mean. I just like the instrument type. And I found someone who does it very well. For very cheap. Very efficiently. And then very quick too. It took him like 4 days. And he only worked on it for like 1 or 2 days of those 4 days. Because I asked him at like the 2-day mark, like, oh, hey, do you have anything to show me? And he's like, oh, I'm being honest with you, I haven't even started. And then he got it done in like less than a day. Yet it sounds like he worked on it for like 3 weeks. Oh, 1,000 glory, nice. Alright, we still need to get our brown kills, and we still need to go figure out where on earth this last battle crasher is. It just does not want to give me the final one. I never did hand out the big code. Oh, that's because I was waiting till we finished all the tasks. Still gotta get those brown kills in. It's the main thing bottlenecking us. We're so close yet so far. Yeah, we only need 7 more brown kills. Then we'll hand out the super big juicy code. Oh, that's not what I wanted, whoops. And then we'll go and farm that very last one we need for the pass. So has anyone actually found a new battle crasher off of Adventure Board? I assume it is possible, however, I have not seen it happen yet. Though we also haven't had too many rolls to try it for it on. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your question, Isabel. What was your question? Where are you doing, or where are you doing the completing all the Kingdom Challenges stream happening? Oh yeah, we still haven't done that, have we? I did mention we might do that at some point and then never did. Because, yeah, we still have a lot of challenges and a lot of kingdoms that we haven't done. We're definitely not doing it this week. Not sure when we would do it. Oh no, tubular bells are way different. Like, chimes and cowbells are vastly different instruments. The instrument I was thinking of that's very similar to the roll that cowbell normally does, it's like a wooden thing that you hit with a mallet. It's very weird shaped. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But it's not that block that you hit with a mallet, it's like a different one. I can't remember what it's called though. It has a weird name. But that's like the one that's probably more similar to a cowbell. But no, chimes and I'm not sure why everyone calls it tubular bells. I'm so used to them being called chimes. But chimes and cowbell are vastly different. Like, not even remotely close. Though you can have tuned cowbells, though it's very, very, very rarely done. Though with music software, I guess you kind of could a bit. But like actually having like a performance thing where you have tuned cowbells is like almost never done. Like pitched cowbells. Let's see. Alright, we just need to go get the brown kills and the other thing then. How close are we on... Okay, we need literally one. I'm pretty sure Cinder Mirage has at least one brown troop in existence. There it is. So let's just go switch over to our Dust Devil team and keep doing this until we have our final thing. And after we win this battle once, we will go hand out code. Big juicy code. The 25 gem code. And then we'll keep going until we find the thing, and then we'll probably call it a wrap for now. Unless both of them happen at the same time, which would have been funny, though it didn't happen. Would have been great. A delve video? We're covering the next delve in... Oh yeah, a delve going over all the delves. We could theoretically do that soon. I do want to do that before my trip. That I do. But we're going to do that sometime in December. But yeah, we will be doing that. Because I wanted to wait until this next kingdom comes out to do that. Well, I kind of want to wait for Broken Spire too. But, I don't know. We might do it when this kingdom comes out. Because I wanted to wait till all the current ones are out. Though, it depends when Broken Spire is happening. I'll check Terran's Word later. Because we might know in the next week or few weeks, or even now, when the next, when Broken Spire is finally going to get its, faction. Because I was kind of wanting to wait till Broken Spire got it. But the new kingdom gets its faction before the Broken Spire does. Because Rift's faction is next week's Friday. Not this week's Friday, but next week's Friday. Oh yeah, let me go hand out Big Juicy code. Also, one of the only last few we have as well. We got a lot of normal codes now, but only 2 remaining Juicy codes after this one. The one with the gems. The good old gems. But yeah, when I requested for codes earlier, even though I did say, hey, could I get some special ones? She just gave me normal ones. Only normal ones. Nothing but normal ones. I didn't really question it, though. I was just happy we had more codes again. That should be a 25 gem code right there. There you guys go. Same thing as always, except different loots. 25 gems. There you guys go. Enjoy. Use it on gemsaward.com for the game code section. Simply click that link, put in your invite code, and get big loots. There you guys go. And as always, we'll have more codes every single stream. More so the gem key codes, though. Well, we still have 2 juicy codes to hand out at some point, but we kind of already handed out 1 billion recently. Between all the big things that have been happening in the game. Between the 7-year anniversary, the Nexus, the new game mode. Anyways, so the only other thing we have to do now is find 1 copy of this guy who just refuses to drop. So let's go do that. Let's go in Cinder Mirage and let's keep grinding until we have gotten the final copy of, what's his name? For the final crown for the system. So if anyone has any other questions or anyone want me to go over, now would be a good time to ask. Because as soon as we find him, we'll probably call it a wrap for tonight. Until tomorrow, which will mostly be doing Guild Wars and the faction event for Warrens, and continuing with our journey events. Gosh, there's so many things happening this week still. And then we're getting the pet on Wednesday, then we got the new class on Friday. I don't think we have a Saturday pet this weekend, though. I believe next weekend we do, but this weekend's weekend I don't think we do. Next weekend's the one from the Season 4 pet, I believe, or Season 3. Why are we doing Cinder Mirage Explore 1? Because this team one-shots it. And specifically Cinder Mirage because it has one of the lowest durabilities in the game of any kingdom. I believe Cinder Mirage and Wild Plains are the lowest 2 now. Blackhawk used to also be, but the most recent kingdom actually made it so it had slightly higher durability. Whereas Cinder Mirage and Wild Plains are still very low. But I believe there's something in what's it called? In Blackhawk now. That even though it was like the best to use prior, it's not worth doing now because one of them I believe has 21 durability. The one, the epics. But yeah, we're trying to find a Kingdom Crasher. You can find 10 of them per day. They have diminishing return, so finding this last one's going to be the hardest one to find. Can you show your Guild War team for tomorrow? Sure. Our Guild War team for tomorrow is... Our defend team is that. A pretty standard Yaga Queen Titania just with book. And as far as our actual team... It's brown, right? What Guild War color is tomorrow? Brown. We're using... Oh, I'm still using Circo and Hadley into Wild Queen. I kind of want to try using that new brown-yellow troop. I'm just not sure if this build is the build to put it into. I kind of almost want to replace Circuit and Hadley and Templar with the new troop and something else. We can't use Mirage Queen, though, is the only problem. Actually, you can never use Mirage Queen in Guild War with her. That's kind of unfortunate. That's the only problem with that kingdom. It's going to be so hard to get some synergies. But yeah, it's just kind of like a weird Wild Queen build is what we run for Guild War Brown. And for Defend, we run the Yalgoi Queen Titania thing. Yalgoi Queen Titania is a bit more standard. The one that we run for our offensive team for that day is kind of weird. But I like using it. I still kind of want to revamp it, though. I really want to try incorporating that brown-yellow troop that came in this week into our team. So we might be scrapping our current team for some team that ends up using her. Because I really want to try to utilize her Elemental Star gem. How do you know if you get maxed out Battle Crasher for today? There's currently no way to track it specifically. You can get 10 per day, but you kind of just have to keep track of it if you have a weird number. The easiest way to know is, of course, if you just zero it out. So if you're getting 10 every single day, you would know the following day, if you're at the second 0, that you would have done 10. However, there's currently no way to track how many you have found per day, from what I can understand. Like, there's no tracker that comes up like, oh, you now have 4 out of 10 for today. There's nothing like that currently within the game, I don't believe. You just kind of have to keep track based on what your previous day was. So if you got like 7 today, and you then go into tomorrow with 2 out of 5 on your thing, you would then just kind of have to know like, oh, okay, so I'm at 2 out of 5, so, you know, you kind of have to basically keep track of it manually. Because I don't believe they have a out of tracker. That's something that the arena didn't have either, but now it does. Like, it shows you how many of your 3 arenas you've done for today for the offers. Hopefully they will implement that for this pass as well, because to my understanding, it currently does not show anywheres, which makes it kind of confusing. Like, for the first few days, it's going to be kind of easy, but like 2 weeks from now, like, let's say you didn't do the full amount one day, and now you have it at a weird number, and then the entire next day is like, oh, okay, how on earth many do I have? Like, you could do 7, and it's like, okay, where am I currently then? But yeah, it's kind of weird how it is now. That likely is something that will be adjusted into the future, of course. Bit an oversight on their part. Have you ever considered making potionless pure faction videos? The teams for Deathless and Pure Faction are pretty much the same, especially as far as getting there. But as far as doing Pure Faction, almost all of them are the exact same teams. There are very, very few factions that would run a different team based on if they did or did not have potions. Like, almost all of them run the same team. Also, gosh, this last one just does not want to drop. It does have diminishing return, but apparently it has, like, super diminishing return. I don't know, we're just getting really unlucky with it. I'm pretty sure it's like a 1 in 30 or 1 in 25 of finding him at this point. We're just getting a little unlucky with the rolls. Oh, we're a lot unlucky with the rolls. There he is, finally. We found him. Oh, I keep forgetting. He survives with 1 HP because he's 20% stats. That's fine, though. We found him. That's what matters. Even though this battle's going to be kind of annoying to defeat with this team. Let's see. I'm hoping he doesn't take it. He doesn't. We won. There we go. It has been done. We have found all 10. Including the very annoying last one. There we go. And now tomorrow we can get another 10. Do not try getting more than 10 per day, though, because you will not be able to. But there we go, we got our 10. And now tomorrow we can get another 10, which means at the end we get this useless troop. It gives a bunch of life to all allies, boosted by blue gems and allies. It is a very extremely pointless troop, with no mana accumulation or anything. However, we also get the copy of the pet that day. It's kind of funny because the free reward this day is actually better than the paid reward. for tomorrow's reward. Because this actually helps us, because if we're using a team with multiple Nexus troops, we get a bonus. It'll also help us with the hero class that's coming out. Yet this is just dead content troop. Though we'll get a kingdom more upgraded, I guess, if nothing else. Or more progress on it. What do we really need to upgrade to kingdom next, though? The kingdom next as in Nexus. I meant next as in next, but you know. It's also funny because it's Nexus. Interesting. So yeah, it's not possible then. Like even once we have that, we'd have to wait till we get Stoneborn Lion. I believe we get Stoneborn Lion this Friday on the paid side. If you did it every single day and didn't spend any extra to bypass. Pretty sure we get him on Sunday. There we go. Anyways, any other questions I missed? Any things you guys want me to go over? You were too busy to finish the last faction because your mother was in the hospital. Oh no! You woke up and realized you had like 10 minutes before reset and just failed to do pure faction with potions. Without them, no chance. Yeah, a lot of kingdoms without potions can be really annoying to do unless you just get a lot of stats through doing the horde, getting the horde upgraded. Forgot the word for it. Let's see. You don't know for wait. You don't know what you're searching for. So when you get it, let me know. Wait, what were you referring to, Defiant? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Are we going to revamp defend teams this week? Probably not, though I might be revamping some of my offensive teams. I want to try finding a way to use the new epic that came out this week. The rest of them probably not, but I want to try to find a way to use the epic, and tomorrow is probably the best day to try to incorporate it into our team. How do you know if you've maxed out... Oh, I already mentioned that. We answered that question earlier. Let's see. The castle and the kingdom pass screen? What about it? The castle and the kingdom pass screen. That just tells you how many you currently have. It does not tell you how many you have for today. Like, for example, there's nothing here that tells us we have all 10 of 10. It just says that we have 0 out of 5, which is the progress for the current thing. It does not tell us how many we still have. All we need is like an indicator whenever we get a drop, or like, oh, somewhere's on the screen as well, where it's like, oh, you currently have gotten 6 out of 10 for your given day, or 10 out of 10, which you should be saying now if we had. This only keeps track of how many you need for your next level. It does not keep track of how many you've done daily, because obviously we've done more than 0 today. Like, if you do them all every single day, it's going to be kind of easy to track, because it's like, oh, you move up 2, you move up 2, you move up 2, and it'll always be with a 0. The problem is when you start doing, like, partial ones, it's going to be really hard to keep track of. Let's see. Is 4 times legendary still the best way to do pure faction for that faction? Which faction are you referring to? Let's see. I'm not sure which one you were referring to. Oh, last week's faction. I can't remember which one that was now. I can't remember which faction was last week's faction. This week was Warrens, which is 3 legend into Bunny. I can't remember what last week was, though. I believe it was a mix of multiple troops. Though normally, if in doubt, spamming the legends normally a way to go. Like, generally, the way that you build almost every faction is tank up front, followed by, like, 3 legends. Is almost how every faction goes down. There's a few exceptions, though. But almost all of them can run that way. Let's see. Yeah, black hearts were pretty annoying. There's a couple of them that are really, really annoying without it. Same as Fangmoor. As well as, I know one I really struggled trying to do. Sea of Sorrows. Sea of Sorrows has a ridiculous amount of true damage with it. Been stuck on City of Thieves for months? Really? Well, actually, yeah, City of Thieves would become somewhat hard without potions. You can buff up the legend infinitely low. I believe the build for it is, if you want to play it risky, it's 1 legend, double skull spammer, 1 mana accumulator. Not exactly in that order, though the legend would definitely need to be first. But you'd probably want to do 1 legend, 1 mana accumulator, double of the skull spammer. The other way to run it is double legend, 1 mana generator, 1 skull spammer. The reason for double legend is in case one dies, you go into final battle with legend, mana generator, skull spammer. And then it's kind of bearable, but still kind of difficult. Because you have to have those 3 basically to end up taking out the final fight without potions. You just hope you get lucky enough. Yeah, Warren's definitely doable potionless. You get a bunch of stats effects. So if you can get really lucky, you will eventually win. Because if you get death marks on the enemy and get really lucky on a battle, or if you keep getting barrier or other similar ones, lucky for your own team. Like, you either need to keep getting really good buffs for yourself, like randomly hitting enchants and barrier, or you need to keep getting really lucky and hitting the enemy with really bad ones, like Entangle, Silence, or Death Mark and stuff, and hope they actually die to those Death Marks. It's a really luck-based faction. It runs somewhat similar to AoE factions, however, you have to deal with the super luck-based on if you will auto-win or auto-lose battles. Because your chance of winning when doing it potionless is based entirely on what on earth your random stats effects hit, if you're trying to do the one that's happening tomorrow. Though, of course, if you're doing it tomorrow, you're probably doing it with potions. If you're doing Warrens. But if you're doing it potionless, it is super luck-based. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. I'm actually starting to get a bit of a headache. My sleep schedule's been all over the place. After last night, I'm probably just going to head to bed in like an hour from now. Last night just like threw my entire sleep schedule off the cliff. But I'm going to go rest. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. We'll be doing the Journey event, continuing with that. We'll be doing doing further progress on this pass. We'll be doing Guild Wars. We'll be doing the faction. We've got a lot of things going on. I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone, and best of luck with all the new content. Catch you later, and thanks for watching.